Hey everybody, it's Frankie-Lou. I'm coming to you today from the greenhouse in the sky here in the Rocky Mountains, where I'm going to talk about tape. Okay? As a good Canadian girl, I have always had a fondness for duct tape. And honestly, it just seemed to be the go-to for me when I started milk jug planting several years ago, because I knew it would stick outside in the snowbank in the Canadian winters. And I still do use it. But duct tape has its limitations. I know they're gonna take away my passport for saying that, but it does. And by the way, this video comes as a result of a few comments and questions that I was asked by some of you regarding duct tape and its stickiness. And so thank you, please do send in. They really do help me figure out what my next experiment is going to be. And this is one that I've done because as a result of some of the comments that you guys have made about limitations you've discovered with duct tape. So duct tape will stick once it's on there well, once it's on the milk jug, once you've taped it back up with the duct tape in the minus 30, minus 40, zone 3 Canadian winter conditions that these milk jugs have to face. But it won't stick on initially if it's cold when you're working with it. The resin in this tends to only really stick if it's nice and warm. So I don't mind. I have this lovely greenhouse to work in where it's always going to be fairly warm and I can do my work. But I know a lot of people don't have the ability to bring out a huge tray of dirt and stuff inside, and they find that they're using a ton of duct tape because they're just trying to get it to stick initially. And yes, I have tried to do it outside in the cold, and the duct tape does not like to stick to the milk jugs initially when it's cold. And I've started to use, and I'm doing this in about half to see how it goes. I'm using Duct tape now on a lot of my milk jugs, especially if I know I'm going to be working where it's a little bit colder for that initial taping up of the jugs. Duct tape on the package itself, it says that it's good to minus 10 degrees. I did an experiment. I tried to do some milk jugs with duct tape and some milk jugs with Duct tape where it was about minus 5 outside. The Duct tape stuck on and it worked, whereas the duct tape, I could not get it to stick at that temperature. So that's something that might be worth looking into if you're finding that frustrating yourself. And actually, I've also found, as a frugal person, duct tape has been a bit cheaper. I know the rolls look smaller, but it's because it's a thinner tape. But that's enough of me chatting about it. Let's go check it out outside of the snowbank and see if this stuff is holding up to the cold Canadian winter. We have had some minus 20 nights since I put these out. Let's see if it holds as well as the duct tape does. All right, let's check it out. All right, look at that. Still on there. Okay, so see, even this one that I had to yank out of the snow is still holding on. So I think as we continue to grow Mount Milk Jug here, I'm going to start doing more of it in the Duct tape. Why don't you guys give it a try and let me know. See if you're finding the same result. And also, please do send me your problems, send me your questions, because I love playing with this method. That's how, that's the best part, is playing with something till we can improve it over and over again. I think I'm a firm believer in Duct tape now versus duct tape. And yes, I hope that they allow me to keep my Canadian citizenship based on that result. I also have a few other experiments coming up regarding Wintersowing carrots and other root vegetables. I'm playing with some techniques and I'm looking forward to sharing those with you when it comes time to do that in March. But please do keep sending those questions. And as always, I hope you'll take this chance to grow together today. Have a good one.